Hey there. The topic for today's video is to combine conditionals, that is if-else, if-elif-else with logical not, or more oftenly called as unary not. How can we combine these two to control the flow of the program? I have already created a detailed video about unary not. I will put the iCard up above. You can go and watch it. Let's do a quick recap of what a not operator is. Unlike any other operator, not operator takes only one operand, that is on its right hand side. If you remember, all other operators, whether it is AND or any of the comparison operators, they always require one operand on its left hand side and another one onto the right hand side. Like if I say 5 greater than 4, so here you can see greater than, here it is a comparison operator and it is needing two operands, 5 which is onto the left hand side and 4 onto the right hand side. But not operator, it takes only one operand, that on its right hand side. And what does it do? It simply inverses the results. It turns true value into false and false into true. Let us go to the Python official documentation page here. This is the Python official documentation page. Here you can see the constants are defined to be false. None are 0 of any numeric type, it is false. And empty sequences, again these are false. Otherwise everything is true. So if I go back to my VS Code here and I try to say here 5, if I check the bool value of 5 for example, then it is going to show me true. Here you see. But what I'm going to do here is that now I am going to write not 5. Then now this line is going to give me false. Here you see, this is turning out to be true, and not 5, it is turning out to be false. Now the question is that why I am writing here bool and here not. Normally if I go and try to just print 5, then it is going to print me 5. It is not going to give me the bool value. If I just write it here something this, then it is going to print me only 5. So in order to find bool value, I have to write it like this. So now let's take some more examples. Using this methodology, we can check whether the given list, set, tuple or dictionary is empty or it is having some elements. I am going to write it here for the list. You can do it for any other data type as well. So here I am defining an empty list, and if I say simply what is the bool value of this L, so if I print it out, it is going to give me false. And similarly if I do print not L, then what is going to happen is that this false will turn into true. Here you see, and this way we can check it out. So let me write here if not L, then we can say print here list is empty, else we can print list is not empty. Comment it out, clear the terminal and run it. Here you see list is empty. Indeed there are no elements into here. Now what I do is that if, let me put it here something here. Now we have got certain elements into it. Now if I run the same program, I am going to get here list is not empty. Now here I am going to give you another example, and I am going to combine this not operator with the membership operator. I have covered the membership operator in my last video, in and not in. Let us say I am going to define a number range here is equal to range, and this has got numbers from 1 to 11. So if I say for example, let us say I need to put here first print 5 in num range, and I put again here 5 not in num range. Now 5 in num range, that is quite obvious, so I am going to get here true. But 15 is not in number range, so it should give me false if I just remove this not from here. 15 in number range, if I just check for this, then it is going to give me false. But again, because I have put here not in, therefore it is going to give me, it is giving me true. So both the statements are true. That is the basic idea here. Num is equal to, let us ask user for an input a number, enter a number. Now if num not in num range, then we are going to print here number out of range. Otherwise we can say number within the range. Let's say 2, number within the range. So not in condition, it gets false. So that is why, because of the not in, it is getting false. And if condition is not getting executed, and it moves to the else block, and this statement is getting executed. But the moment if I change the number, let us say I say 22, now what is happening here is that number not in range, because of the not, this statement is getting into true and this line of code is getting printed. Next example, I would like to combine this with another logical operator, which is AND. So let me define here an error code. Let's say error code is equal to 404, and I'm going to the Wikipedia page here. Here you can see is that 401 is for unauthorized, 402 is payment required, 403 is forbidden, 404 is not found. Now I'm going to say here if error code is greater than 400 and error code is less than 404, then, and I'm going to put this whole line in here till this and inside the parenthesis and prefix it with not, then print what were the values here. 401 unauthorized, payment required, forbidden. So payment unauthorized, payment required, and forbidden. Else 404 is for page not found. What is happening here is that, let us pay attention to the code. Error code is defined as 404. Here just pay attention what I am highlighting. Error code is greater than 400. Of course 404 is greater than 400, so this part is true. Error code less than 404, this is incorrect, this is false. It is equal to 404. So true and false, it means that it is going to yield me false. But because this is prefixed with not, so not false means true, and therefore this line of code will be executed if a statement becomes true and this line is getting executed. Here you see unauthorized, payment required, or forbidden. If I take out not from the picture, then this line will be false. It will not be, the condition here is not getting satisfied, because this part is true, this part is false. For true and false is false, so if condition is not met, and this line will be printed here. So that was it for this video. I am going to upload all these codes onto my GitHub page and share the link into the description box. You can go and check it out there. If you find this video useful, consider giving it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. Till that time, happy coding.